everybody, an afternoon. Good afternoon to you all, should I say, and a Happy New Year. Hope you've all had a nice Christmas with your family and friends. Ours was a quiet one. We had 3 days at my brother's and got to see most of the family up there, which was lovely. And now we're back, and as you can see, I did manage to get my new glasses, which was the week before Christmas, which I was very pleased about. But because they're completely alien to me, let's say, it's taken a lot of getting used to, especially with the cataract surgery as well. So yeah, hopefully we're done for that now. And no stitching. I've not done any stitching. I was making Christmas trees and Christmas puddings for chocolate oranges, which I think I may have shown you in the last video. That's what I was doing for Christmas, catching up with that, for sending out for presents. And since then, as I say, I've not done any stitching at all, of any kind. Just been resting and trying to catch up. But we've got big plans for 2026. That's if we keep up, and hopefully I will. So I'll get on with that. And the first thing I'm going to tell you about is the I don't know whether I showed you this last time, the Fabric of the Month Club from Swan Bay Fabrics. Well, this was December's. I may have done, I can't remember. This arrived in the post just before Christmas, and I decided to subscribe to 32 count. And this piece of linen measures 18 by 27. And even though it's called Fabric of the Month Club, it's every other month. So they're just about to take payment for February's. So this was the fabric for December. It's lovely. It doesn't say what colour it is or anything, but it's really nice. And then the other thing that I think I may have told you about, I did sign up for the new stitch along on Facebook, and this is what we're doing, which is, and I'll read it off here. This is the group called Across the Pond on Facebook, and it's a Stacey Nash Bees and Birds Sewing Roll, Biscornu and Scissors Fob. The fabric is medium Sanditon, 32 count. That's what I decided to go with, and they're the other things. But I think it's just this for the first 6 months is what we're stitching. This does not start until the 12th of January 2026, and the other thing in the kit was, because I bought the full kit, the pattern and the thread pack. So, excuse me, that's the thread pack, and that's how it came in the post, all lovely packaged up like that. I don't know how they managed to get them in like that, but they do. And it comes with a little ring as well. And then this was my fabric in this lovely paper, and that's the medium Sanditon, which is 32 count. It's a fat quarter for doing that. It's lovely. I love it. So it's a long piece because it's a long project. So that's that. They're things that I have signed up for this year. The other thing that I had bought for me as a Christmas present from my friend, and I won't mention her name, she knows who she is, and I've thanked her, and I was over the moon that this is what she got me for Christmas this year. I wasn't expecting it at all. She's a very good friend, and it was the Christmas surprise from Cool Crafting. Now, I think it'd be okay to show this because I have seen that people have actually made it, and it's up on Facebook, which I've not had time to get around to making it, but I did have a good look at it the other evening, and as I say, I was over the moon with it. That's what it is. It's gorgeous. It really is. I'm really pleased. And it came with the outfit. Now, this is the little storybook about the animal. This is a new animal, and it will be released mid-January this year for anybody to buy. And she's called, I'm saying she, I'm calling it a she. I don't know whether it's a boy's or a girl's name, this. Midge the Terrier. And it's a little fox terrier, and I love fox terriers. And that's what it looks like. And then that's what she's like with her clothes on. Now, it did come with the clothes as well. Playful set, it's called. So, yes, I was really spoiled rotten with that. It's such a lovely gift. And it came with the postcard, and everybody at Cool Crafting signed it. So I'm chuffed. I'm chuffed to bits with that. So thank you very much. So that's what is new. And I don't know whether I did show you this last time. I'll show you again. I did send for this, and I think I was waiting for it to come, and it came, I think, the day I was filming, after I'd filmed, or the day after. A Merry Gentleman. I have got this to kit up yet, but I am going to stitch that this year. So that's my Plum Street Samplers A Merry Gentleman. And I'm doing that for my son because he does play clarinet, as a lot of you do know, in one of the bands for the Royal Household. The other thing that came was my new, from Needlework Press, Book of Days. So I'm over the moon that I've got that. As you can see, I haven't done anything yet, so there's nothing in it, but hopefully today, on day 3 of January, there will be some writing in there reminding me of what I've done. Now, I was watching Pam and Steph last night. I've been watching them quite a bit recently. I watched their video of their trip to Paris just before Christmas, and then I've watched the video that they've made since, and I got inspired by Pam. She's going to do this. I'd never even heard of this before. I didn't even know what it was, and it's called Temperature Stitching 2026. Temperature chart, whatever you want to call it. Now, how this works is you pick some stitching items out of your stash that you've not stitched on for a long time and that you want to finish, and you number them from 0 to 10. So there's 11 altogether. So, or you could do 0 to 9, which gives you the 10, but I'm doing 0 to 10, which is giving me 11. So depending on the temperature on the day before, what you do is you write it, once you've picked all your, I don't know where I've put it now, once you've picked all your, and I can't show you on here, oh, I've written it down, sorry, can't you tell I've not made a video for a long time, sorry. So what you do is, 1st of January here, on Thursday, it was -2. Friday was -2, and Saturday today is -0. So whatever you've put down as your stitching for those numbers, that is what you stitch on that day. You can stitch for as long as you want, probably an hour or a couple of hours on an evening while you're watching TV or whatever. And it's just one way of getting your stash down. I thought it was a brilliant idea. I'm joining along with it, and hopefully I can get rid of some of my stash because I have a lot. So what I will do now is I will show you if anyone's interested. If not, see you next time. This is what I'll be stitching from my stash that I've had. Plus there's lots more. So what I'll do is, once you've finished a project, you can add another one in. So we'll start with 0. The Tale of Jemima Puddle Duck. That's what I'm doing. This has been in my stash for, I can't tell you how long. It is a National Trust piece. It's a complete kit. Can't remember where I bought it, and this is how I've had it stashed away. I have looked in it, and it's got the fabric and all the threads and everything. So yeah, so that will be today's stitching. So I'll have a look at that a bit later on, and that's what I'm going to start. Right, so number 1 is Newcastle Bouquet. I've got them all here to show you, don't worry. Newcastle Bouquet. I've had this in my stash for a long time as well. It's all kitted up with the threads. I just need to pick some fabric out of my stash to stitch it on. That is that one. Number 3 is Silent Night. Now I've had this a long time as well. Wait a minute, not that one. This is the one. Silent Night. A kind friend gave me this a long time ago, and it went to Mexico with me. It was all kitted up in this lovely bag that I kitted it in, and I never put a stitch in it because I think I was stitching Mary Poppins, and I didn't finish that, and this one was took just in case I did, and it never happened. So That's that one, Silent Night. That shouldn't take long to stitch. I've got the fabric, got all the threads. I'm just trying to, and that's the fabric that I'm going to stitch it on. Not quite sure what the fabric is for this, because I've had that a long time as well. So that's been kitted up since 19, was it? Can't remember. So that's that one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn them upside down, and then I know where I've got to. They're the threads for that. I can put those back in so we know where we are. Right, where did we get to? Silent Night, that's number 3. Christmas Eve, this is the one. Christmas Eve, I've had this in my stash for a long time. This is all kitted up. Yep, that's the fabric there, and they're the threads. So that's the next one, and it is just, that is the patterns inside. I need to get that photocopied. A lot of these are Christmassy, because, you know, I've bought them and never done any. So Anna is the next one. This is number 5. Anna. Now this was gifted to me a long time ago when I first started doing Flosstube, and it's a complete kit, and this is as far as I've got with Anna. Now I really ought to get on with her and get her finished, because she's not a big piece. It fits on this piece of fabric. So yeah, that's Anna. Sorry, I am putting them away as I'm showing you, otherwise I'll have an even bigger mess than I already have, because I've been getting ready for filming this all day. So that's Anna. Boo. Now this has been on the go for some time as Boo. This is Boo. This is Anne's On Designs, collaborated with, I can't think what she's called now. It's a shortfall one. She does have a Flosstube. Can't think what she's called now. Oh, it's The Real Housewives of Cross Stitch or something. Priscilla and Chelsea, that's it, but it's Priscilla's design is that, and it was in a collaboration with those. I don't think they're together anymore, because she does her own now, does Priscilla. I think they part at company with Amazon Designs, and that's as far as I've got with it. So I've not much more to do on that. So once that's finished, I can put another one in the rotation that I'd already like to finish. Violet blue. where are you? Let me just put Boo away, because I have a project bag for Boo. This is my project bag for Boo. It came from America. I bought it a long time ago. Got pumpkins on it. Violet blue. This is violet blue. Oops, it is it. Violet blue. I started this a long time ago, and I mean, I started it. And the needle minder on it says Yorkshire Stitches Retreat October 2021, and that is probably when I did start it, and that's as far as I've got, so not much. So that one's definitely in the rotation, is violet blue. And these are the threads for violet blue. And it is Fox and Rabbit 32 count paperback is the fabric. That's the fabric. That's the threads. Yeah. Can't say I like the colour of the hearts. I may change those to a different colour, but I don't know. Violet blue. Now the next one, I've had this one in my stash a long time as well. It's called La Noix. Yeah. La Nuit de Noël, if I've said it right. And that's this one. Now I have started this, and it came with the charm. I'm going to put this charm away because I don't want to lose it. It did come with the charm that's on it. Just putting it away. And these are the threads. There's quite a lot of threads for this one. They're gorgeous. That's my little fob for it, and the thread keeps. And that was the start. So not a lot, as I say, and it's been on the go all that time. But what happens is new things come along, and then they take over, and then you forget you've got these things. And yeah, so that's that one. I liked this piece when it first came out, so I really need to get on with it. Winter Rose Manor. Now I've had this on the go a long time as well. Winter Rose Manor. This is this one. These are the threads. For Winter Rose Manor. That's another one of my little, and it's Ollie Obby, and a little Ollie Obby there, and then there's a little blue sapphire as well. And this is the project bag that I made a long time ago, and this is what I keep keep the pattern and the threads in. It's macarons. So I'll show you the little bit that I did stitch, and it is a little bit. Come on, get down. It's got a bit of static on it. It's getting dark here now, but hopefully I'll get through this before. Because if I put the light on, you've got a big spot there. This is that one. Which is, what did I say? Winter Rose Manor. That's Winter Rose Manor, and that's all I've done. And I like this as well. Can't remember what the fabric is. I may have put it on with the threads, what the fabric is, because you forget, don't you? Now, is that for that? Probably, I don't know. Because one of them, it says it's, and it may be this. Russian tea cake, and it could be, because it says it's a 37 count, which is a bit much for me, but that's probably why I've only stitched that much on it. Russian tea cake, and I think there's 3, yeah, there's 3 colours I still need to purchase for that. Let me put that in there, then I don't forget. Because I need to order those before I get to needing to use them. That's that one. And the last one in the and the forest screw. I've not stitched on this for ages, and the forest screw, and I love it. It's just one of those that keeps getting put away. Now I will show you as far as I've got. I don't know whether you can remember when I showed you last. I know I can't. But really I ought to do one of these. Really I ought to do one of these a day. It wouldn't be hard to do that, a motif a day. Now this I'm stitching on. This is Crafty Kate, fabric by Crafty Kate, and it's antique, and it's 33 by 19 linen, and it's 32 count. Where are we? It's upside down. There you go. That's as far as I've got. So I've got Mr. Fox finished down there, and I continued over, managed to get the bird's nest done in the other tree, and I really need to do some more on this, because there is a lady on Instagram that's stitching this, and I've been watching her progress with it, which is a lot more than mine. And as I say, really, that should come out of that rotation, and I should be stitching a motif a day, I think, on that, but we'll see. And then the other one that I pulled out, getting ahead of myself, but this will be for when I've finished one of those projects. This is one that I know I will be putting it into the rotation, and this is, and I've had this a long time and I love it. It's Little House Needleworks Lantern Lane. I love this. It's glaring now because it's getting dark. And I've got the threads. I just need to pull some fabric for it. My Lantern Lane. So that will be going into the rotation when I've finished a piece. I'd like to say thank you all for watching. I hope you found it interesting what my plans are for 2026. And I'm trying to stitch from stash this year, and other than fabric or threads that I'll need to stitch them, I don't plan on buying anything that's new, but we'll see how long it lasts, because as you can see I've got quite a lot to be going on. I don't need any more. So I'll wish you all a happy new year again, and hopefully it's going to be a good one this year. Let's keep his fingers crossed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now. Bye.